Stories everywhere, stories here and there. Stories for you, stories for me, stories, come let's share. Arun, Barun and Kiranmala, siblings three, have lit up this world so glowingly. Arun, Barun and Kiranmala were three siblings who were found in a boat floating down the river by a farmer. The farmer took them home and raised them like as if they were his own without bothering to even find out where they came from. He raised them well and he took care of them until the day he departed from this world. But he left with no regrets, for the children could take care of themselves with all that they already had. One day, the king of that land, he, weary of his responsibilities and guilty of many crimes, decided to wander through the land talking to his people. He arrived at their humble home. He was taken in by them, and he ate and slept and lived with them for some time. They took good care of the king. He did not reveal his disguise until the day he had to leave. Then he said, Arun, Barun, Kiranmala, siblings three, have lit up this world so glowingly. I am the unhappy king of this land. You can reach out to me any time that you need me. When he left the three siblings, they agreed that they should call the king back if he was happy with them. They should call him back, but their humble home was no place for the king to live in. So they decided to build a palace for him. Oh, it was incredible. They built it so wonderfully. They brought material from all around the country. Marble and stones and granite they used to build a palace so rich, so magnificent, surrounded by a garden with 1,000 trees, and each of these trees with 1,000,000 birds, fruits and flowers everywhere. Everyone who saw it said, "This is paradise." Until one day, a man in orange robes came upon the palace and the garden, and he said, Arun, Barun, Kiranmala, siblings three, have lit up this world so glowingly. But north of east and east of north, there lies a magic mountain peak on which stands a dazzling diamond tree with a golden bird eating a golden fruit. The bravest of brave can only go there and bring back treasures for us to see. Hearing this, the three were surprised and amazed. Of course we'll go, said Arun and Barun, and got ready. First was Arun. He said, I will go and look for that mountain peak. But before I go, I leave my sword behind. It is shining and polished now, but in case it gets tarnished at any time, know that some evil has befallen me. He left from there, and the siblings too, Barun and Kiranmala, watched it carefully until, lo and behold, one day it did start tarnishing. They knew some evil had fallen upon their eldest brother. Now Barun decided to go. He left behind a bow and arrow and told Kiranmala, if the string should break or the arrow head should fall off, then know that some evil has befallen me. He left from there in search of the magic mountain and his brother. Days passed, and now Kiranmala watched it carefully. Lo, behold, soon the string of that bow broke and the arrowhead fell off. She knew some evil had befallen her second brother too. But she did not fall into grief. Brave she was. She picked up a sword and said, I will go, but dressed up like a king. So she wore robes as a prince and a turban on her head, picked up a sword and said, "I will go as a king." She walked bravely from that home, looking and searching for that magical peak. She traveled and walked and walked and walked many, many miles through sun and rain and moon, through gales and storms, never mind. She did not fear anything. She just walked and walked, looking and searching. 33 days passed. Finally, she came upon the magic peak. She knew it was this where she would find her brothers. But as she started climbing the mountain, she heard the most horrifying voices all around her, echoing off the stones and the walls of the mountain peak. "Turn back, return now, don't go up, return, turn back," it said in a voice so evil and deep. But Kiranmala did not allow those evil voices to make her do what it said. She did not turn back or even look back, for she knew what had happened to those who did turn or look back. There were statues all around, and each of the statues were the petrified kings and princes who had come to that magical mountain peak. So she knew if she turned or looked back, she too would be turned to a statue, into stone. She marched upwards with the sword in her hand, upwards and higher she climbed, and she did not heed the voices that were pouring into her ears. There at last on the peak she stood. The sky seemed to split open and rain poured over her head, but still she did not flinch or turn back. She stared, watched through the piercing rain the dazzling diamond tree on which sat the golden bird eating a fruit so deliciously. Then the bird spoke to her in a sweet little voice. "Kiranmala, Kiranmala, listen to me. Hurry, pick up some water and some flowers. Then go ring that gong that lies there. Go, ring it loudly." So Kiranmala did as the bird said, picked up some water and the flowers and ran to ring the gong. As the gong was heard, dong, silence spread around the mountain peak. The rain stopped, the thunder stopped, the birds stopped chirping. No sound was heard. Then the little golden bird said once more, "Kiranmala, now sprinkle the water and the flowers on all around you. Do it carefully." That is what Kiranmala did. She sprinkled the water, she sprinkled the flowers on the statues, and they all came to life. Oh yes, each one of them was a prince that had been turned into a statue. So did her brothers come back to life. They were restored and they hugged her gladly. "Kiranmala, Kiranmala, our dear brave sister, has come to rescue us," they thought gleefully. All those who had been restored, the prince and the kings who stood around her, they said, "You are our queen." Then they returned, all of them, back to that palace that was their paradise, and planted the dazzling diamond tree on which perched the golden bird. Now the bird sits there eating its golden fruits, and everywhere pearl-like flowers can be seen. Now truly it was paradise. And once more the golden bird, it says to the siblings, "Oh, siblings three have lit up this world so glowingly. The brave, brave sister, oh, how wonderful to have a sister like thee, who has rescued her brothers, each one so well. Now the days of sorrow are past. Let us welcome joy and love into our lives fast." And so These words echoed through the garden, and the three siblings lived happily in their palace of paradise. The story goes on to tell of a time when the king came back, and the king was actually their father. But that story is for another time, just like all the wonderful stories that come to us from this Thakurmar Jhuli, Grandma's bag of stories, a tale from Bengal.